Hello everyone, welcome to economics class. Today we will discuss about theory of supply. This is chapter number 10. Now, what's about supply? Supply is the quantity of a commodity which is offered for sale at a given price level during some particular time. So keep in your mind, supply refers to the quantity which is offered for sale at a specific price level or different price levels during a period of time. बच्चे ऑफर्ड फॉर सेल सामान बिकेगा या नहीं बिकेगा इट डजेंट मैटर. यहाँ पर हम क्या डिस्कस कर रहे हैं? द अमाउंट और द क्वांटिटी ऑफ अ कमोडिटी विच इज़ ऑफर्ड फॉर सेल at a given price level during some particular time. Now, there is a difference between supply and quantity supplied. Supply refers to the various quantities offered for sale at different possible prices of the commodity. Suppose the price of ice cream increases from rupees 10 to rupees 20, then rupees 20 to rupees 30, and the supply of the commodity changes from 10 units to 15 units and then 20 units. This entire schedule will show supply. So, what is supply? Supply is a wider concept and it shows various quantities of a commodity offered for sale corresponding to different possible price level. On the other hand, quantity supplied refers to a specific quantity of a commodity that the producers are ready to sell at a specific price level of the commodity. As in the previous example, we discussed that price of ice cream increases from rupees 10 to rupees 20, 20 to rupees 30, and quantity supplied increases from 10 units to 15 units, then 20 units. The entire table shows the supply. But if we say that when price of ice cream is rupees 10, the quantity offered for sale is 10 units. This is quantity supplied. So, quantity supplied is a narrow concept. Now, what is individual supply and market supply? Individual supply refers to different quantities offered for sale by an individual firm at different prices. Means we will discuss about an individual supply. Individual supply means the supply of an individual firm. On the other hand, market supply refers to the sum total of the various quantities offered for sale by all the individual firms at different prices, means by all the firms. Suppose if there are two firms, firm A and firm B, producing or selling ice cream, then the sum total of the quantities of ice cream offered by A and by firm B corresponding to different price level of the commodity will indicate market supply. Now, what's about the supply schedule? Supply schedule is a tabular statement that shows different quantities of a commodity offered for sale at different price levels. As we have just discussed, price of ice cream is 5, quantity supplied is 0. Means when price of commodity is 5, no unit of ice cream will be offered for sale. When price of the commodity ice cream increases to 10, the quantity supplied increases to 10 units. Means there is a positive relationship between price of the commodity and quantity supplied. The reason behind this positive relationship is that as price of the commodity increases, the profit of the firm also increases. The result is increase in quantity offered for sale. जब प्राइस लेवल बढ़ेगा तो फर्म का या प्रोड्यूसर का या सेलर का प्रॉफिट भी बढ़ जाएगा, इसलिए वो पहले के कंपैरेटिवली ज़्यादा सप्लाई ऑफर करेगा फॉर सेल. सो दिस इज़ अ सप्लाई शेड्यूल. After this, this is about the market supply schedule. Market supply schedule shows the price of ice creams, then supply by firm A, supply by firm B, then market supply. It is clear from the table that there is positive relationship between the price and the supply by firm A, price and the supply by firm B, and the price and the market supply. Now, what's about the market supply? Market supply is the summation of all the individual firms selling the same commodity. Now, move to the diagram. This is the diagram. As we have studied that there is always positive relationship between price of the commodity and its supply. That's why there is the supply curve of a commodity is always upward rising positively sloped curve. It indicates that 20 units, that 8 units are supplied at rupees 20, and when price of the commodity increases, the quantity supplied is also increases, means there is a positive relationship between price of the commodity and quantity supplied of the commodity. Price of the commodity increases, quantity supplied of the commodity also increases. Now, what's about the market supply curve? Market supply curve is the horizontal summation of individual supply curves. अभी हमने डिस्कस किया when price of the commodity is rupees 5, there is no market supply at all. When price of the commodity increases to 10, firm A is ready to offer 10 units, firm B is ready to offer 5 units, and the market supply is 15. So when we plot, this is when price of the commodity is 0, no supply. When price of the commodity is 10, 15 units are offered by firm A and firm B. Now, there is a question that market demand, a market supply curve is a horizontal summation of individual supply curves. हम यहाँ पर 3 डायग्राम बनाएंगे, फर्म ए, फर्म बी एंड मार्केट. फर्म ए आपका पॉजिटिवली स्लोप्ड आएगा, फर्म बी भी पॉजिटिवली स्लोप्ड आएगा और मार्केट भी पॉजिटिवली स्लोप्ड आएगी. ये भी आपकी अपवर्ड राइजिंग कर्व आएगी, ये भी अपवर्ड राइजिंग कर्व आएगी और ये भी अपवर्ड राइजिंग कर्व आएगी. So, firm's A supply curve plus firm B supply curve is equal to market supply curve. Clear? So, this is all about the market supply curve. Now, move to the next topic. This is supply function. Supply function shows the functional relationship between quantity supplied of a commodity and factors affecting it. Means, supply or quantity supplied is a function of the determinants. Now, what's about the determinants? The first determinant is price of the commodity itself, that is Px. Then price of the other commodities or price of related goods, that is Pr. Then state of technology, then cost of factors of production, then objectives of the firm or goals of the firm. Clear? Let's start the topic now. The very first one, price of the commodity. Dear student, keep in your mind that other things remaining constant, whenever there is increase in price of the commodity, its supply increases and vice versa. Means higher the price of the commodity, higher quantity will be offered for sale. Now, what's about the price of related goods? There are two types of related goods as we have already studied. One is a substitute good and second is the substitute good and second is the complementary goods. Substitute goods are those goods that can be used in place of each other. For example, tea and coffee. So when price of tea increases, supply of tea will increase because selling tea will now become more profitable for the producer. So what will happen to the supply of coffee? Supply of coffee will reduce. So in case of substitute goods, there is inverse relationship between price and supply of the commodity. दोबारा से देखिए, हम बात कर रहे हैं प्राइस ऑफ टी की, इफेक्ट देखना चाहते हैं हम सप्लाई ऑफ कॉफ़ी पर. हमने क्या इफेक्ट निकाला? व्हेन प्राइस ऑफ टी इंक्रीजेस, supply of coffee decreases. It is because of the reason when price of coffee increases, price of tea increases, the producer will be ready to offer more of tea and less of coffee. Now, what's about the complementary goods? Complementary goods are those goods that jointly require for a particular want, like bread and butter, like ink and ink pen. Now, when price of ink increases, the supply of ink pen will also increase. Why? Because when price of ink increases, the supply of ink will be increased because of the positive relationship. अगर फर्म इंक की सप्लाई को बढ़ा रहा है तो उसको इंक पेन की सप्लाई को भी बढ़ाना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज विदाउट इंक पेन द सप्लाई ऑफ इंक will be of no use. Now, these are the 2 points. One is the price of the commodity, then price of related goods. Move to the next. This is state of technology. A change in technology of production which decreases the cost of production will lead to an increase in supply. So, when technique of production is modernized or advanced, it will reduce the cost of production, hence there will be increase in supply of the commodity and vice versa. Now, what's about the cost of factors of production? When the cost of factors of production, or when the price of inputs, price of raw material increases, it will increase the cost of production and will reduce the supply of the commodity. अगर मैं एक एग्जांपल दूं कि इकोनॉमी में कुछ ऐसे सर्कमस्टांसेस जनरेट हुए कि वेज रेट को बढ़ाना पड़ा, वर्कर्स के वेजेस के इंक्रीज होने से कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन बढ़ जाएगा. बिकॉज ऑफ इंक्रीज इन कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, द प्रोडक्शन कैपेसिटी or the potential of the firm will reduce. The result will be there is reduction in supply of the commodity and vice versa. Now, what's about the objectives or goals of the firm? Dear students, there are two types of goals. One is the profit maximization and second is the sale maximization. Now, if the goal of the firm is profit maximization, the firm will offer more units or more quantity for sale only at higher price level, means there will be less supply. Now, if the goal of the firm is sale maximization, the firm will offer more for sale even at the same price level. The result will be more supply. So, what we conclude, if the goal of the firm is profit maximization, there will be less supply of the commodity because the firm will wait for hike in price level. On the other hand, if the goal of the firm is sale maximization, more of the commodity will be offered even at the same price level. So, this is the increase in supply. Clear? So, these are the factors, these are the determinants of supply of the commodity. Now, next topic, this is law of supply. What is law of supply, or what is the meaning, or what does law of supply state? Law of supply states that other things remaining constant, whenever there is increase in price of the commodity, quantity supplied of the commodity or its quantity supplied increases and vice versa. हम यहाँ पर भी क्या लेकर चल रहे हैं? अदर थिंग्स रिमेनिंग कांस्टेंट. ये टॉपिक ऑलमोस्ट थ्योरी ऑफ डिमांड की तरह है. वहाँ पर हमने डिस्कस किया था इन्वर्स रिलेशनशिप के बारे में, यहाँ हम डिस्कस करेंगे पॉजिटिव और डायरेक्ट रिलेशनशिप के लिए. नाउ देयर इज अ टेबल. Price of the commodity X increases from rupees 10 to 11, then 12. Supply of the commodity increases from 100 units to 200 units and 300 units. आप अपनी मर्जी से कोई भी टेबल बना सकते हो, बस आपको शो क्या करना पड़ेगा? There is positive relationship. मैं इसको ऐसे भी बना सकती थी 12, 11, 10 और फिर मैं यहाँ क्या शो करती? 300, 200 and 100. फिर मेरा क्या आता? When price of the commodity decreases, supply of the commodity also decreases. आप अपनी मर्जी से कोई भी टेबल बना सकते हो, बस रिलेशन आपको पॉजिटिव दिखाना है. पॉजिटिव मीन्स price of the commodity increases, quantity supplied increases, or price of the commodity decreases, then quantity supplied also decreases. Now move to the next point. This is a diagram. What does this diagram shows? This diagram shows that supply is taken on x-axis, that is quantity supplied of commodity X, and price of the commodity is taken on y-axis, that is price of the commodity X. Now, it indicates whenever this is the initial price P and this is the initial quantity Q, price of the commodity increases to P1, then quantity supplied increases to Q1, means there is positive relationship between price and quantity. That is P increases, Px increases, Qx also increases. Got the point? Now, what's about the assumptions of the law? Assumptions में जो अभी हमने determinants लिए थे उन्हीं को हम कांस्टेंट कर लेंगे. अभी हम डिस्कस करके आए हैं. अभी हमने डिस्कस किया था क्वांटिटी supplied और Sx is the function of Px, PR, T, then cost of production या price of factors of production and then goal of the firm. ठीक है, ये पॉइंट्स हमने डिस्कस किए थे. प्राइस के साथ तो हम इसका रिलेशन ले ही रहे हैं बिकॉज दिस इज द लॉ ऑफ सप्लाई. लॉ ऑफ सप्लाई क्या शो कर रहा है? prominent or relationship between definite relationship between price of the commodity and its price. Now what's about the other factors? Other factors means the other determinants. Other things remaining constant means price of related goods should not change, technology of production should not change, cost of production, that is price of factors of production, should not change, goal of the firm should not change. Now taxation policy or the गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी शुड नॉट चेंज. अगर गवर्नमेंट टैक्सेस बढ़ा देती है तो इससे कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन बढ़ जाता है. गवर्नमेंट सब्सिडीज देती है तो इससे कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन कम हो जाता है. तो ऐसा कोई चेंज इसमें नहीं आना चाहिए. नाउ व्हाट्स अबाउट द एक्सेप्शंस टू द लॉ? Law does not apply strictly to the agricultural products because the supply of these goods cannot be increased with the increase in price level because the production of these goods are governed by the natural sources. अगर हम बात करें वीट का प्राइस लेवल बढ़ रहा है तो हम वीट का प्रोडक्शन नवंबर में इंक्रीज़ कर दें, नहीं हो पाएगा क्योंकि इसके नेचुरल फैक्टर्स ज़्यादा इफ़ेक्टिव हो जाते हैं. अगर हम ये कहें एप्पल्स बहुत महंगे हैं तो हम हरियाणा में या अपने फतेहाबाद में एप्पल्स प्रोड्यूस करना एप्पल्स अगर हम प्रोड्यूस करने की कोशिश करें तो नहीं हो पाएगा. देन सप्लाई ऑफ गुड्स हैविंग सोशल डिस्टिंक्शन विल रिमेन लिमिटेड इवन इफ देयर प्राइस स्टैंड्स टू राइज. ये पॉइंट हमने लॉ ऑफ डिमांड में भी डिस्कस किया था. द कमोडिटीज ऑफ सोशल डिस्टिंक्शन मीन्स द डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन गुड्स, डेमोन्स्ट्रेटेड गुड्स. ये गुड्स ऐसी होती हैं जो डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करने के लिए हाईली प्रेस्टिजियस गुड्स होती हैं, बहुत महंगी होती हैं और इनकी सप्लाई को नहीं बढ़ाया जाता इवन एट प्राइस हाई प्राइस लेवल इन ऑर्डर टू मेंटेन इट्स डिस्टिंक्टिव फीचर. दूसरों से अलग रहे, दूसरों के पास, सबके पास ये चीज़ एक्सेसिबल ना हो, इस वजह से इसकी सप्लाई को लिमिटेड रखा जाता है. जैसे एक कंपनी है वो एक साल में 2 या 3 पेन प्रोड्यूस करती है. कैन यू इमेजिन द रेट ऑफ दैट पेन? मोर देन 20 करोड़. 20 करोड़ से ज़्यादा के वो पेन बनाते हैं, 2 या 3 पेन बनाते हैं. अब इतना ज़्यादा प्राइस होने के बावजूद भी उसकी सप्लाई को बढ़ाया नहीं जाता क्योंकि अगर उसकी सप्लाई को बढ़ा दिया जाएगा तो उसमें जो विशेषता है, डिस्टिंक्टिवनेस है, वो नहीं रहेगी. नाउ sellers may be willing to sell more units of a perishable commodity at a lower price level. पेरिशेबल गुड्स होती हैं जो बहुत जल्दी डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाती हैं, जैसे मिल्क हो गया, ब्रेड हो गए, डेयरी प्रोडक्ट्स हो गए या एग्स हो गए. ये ऐसी चीज़ें हैं जो बहुत जल्दी ख़राब हो जाती हैं. सो अगर इनका प्राइस लेवल कम है तो भी इनको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बेचने की कोशिश की जाएगी क्योंकि ये ख़राब हो जाता है. सो यहाँ पर हमने क्या देखा कि एग्रीकल्चरल गुड्स में प्राइस की वजह से क्वांटिटी पर कोई अफेक्ट नहीं आता. इसी तरह से अगर हम बात करें पेरिशेबल कमोडिटीज़ में, इसमें भी प्राइस के वजह से सप्लाई पर अफेक्ट नहीं आता. सो फर्स्ट और थर्ड दोनों ही पॉइंट में हमारी सप्लाई कर्व कैसे बनेगी? पैरेलल टू वाई एक्सिस. ये क्या शो कर रहा है? विद द चेंज इन प्राइस लेवल there is no change in quantity supplied. Clear? So in first point and third point, that is in case of perishable goods and in case of agricultural goods, the supply curve will be parallel to y-axis. On the other hand, when we discuss about the third point, supply of goods having social distinction, यहाँ पर प्राइस लेवल के ज़्यादा होने पर क्वांटिटी कम रखी जाती है, मतलब ज़्यादा नहीं रखी जाती, तो हम कह सकते हैं कि थर्ड पॉइंट में हमारी सप्लाई कर्व नेगेटिवली स्लोप्ड होगी. हायर प्राइस मीन्स लो सप्लाई, हम कम रखेंगे ताकि उसका डिस्टिंक्शन बना रहे. सो विद दिस योर चैप्टर इज ओवर. Dear students, revise the concept properly. In the next video, we will discuss about the shifting and movement along the same supply curve as well as the concept of price elasticity of supply. And in that video, I will give you the questions or assignments. So dear students, stay home, stay safe, do your work properly. Goodbye dear students. Have a wonderful day.